Hello gamers and welcome to a special about Battle Brothers. It's a game developed by the German developer Overhype Studios. It's a tactical RPG and that's been available on PC since 2017 plus some DLC, and it's now been ported to Switch in cooperation with Ukiyo Publishing, and this is the Switch version I'm playing right here. It's because I'm reviewing the port for a German website. And so I'm actually recording this prior to release, so there might still be patches and so on, so you know. At the bottom left, in this video I want to show you the controls basically. And here on the left you can see the three pay for DLC that I've got. And then this is the free Lindworm DLC that will become available as soon as the game launches, and then you can download it for free in the shop. You can already pre-order the game and the DLC, the paid DLC, with a discount. So if you're new to Battle Brothers, it's a tactical RPG. You manage your mercenary band and travel a world map in a dark fantasy setting, fight humans, monsters, ghosts, and there are some endgame scenarios. So what you should definitely do is go to the options. I'm using now a controller. I've played about 70% of my test time in the handheld mode, which were perfectly fine, and the rest of the time on the TV, docked like now basically. And there are no differences. So the loading times are the same. I didn't notice any differences between handheld mode and mode. Everything runs very smoothly. Yeah. So what you should always do is, if you're new to the game, for reset equipment after battle. So basically, when you fight and then let's say your archer gets engaged in melee and then you swap to a dagger, and then if you use this option after the fight, he will be using or holding his bow again, and the dagger will be in his backpack. Auto end turns I've activated, it's okay. I think it's the default setting, and auto pause after leaving city is full as well. As you can see, always, you know, the buttons are described so you know what to press. No content has been cut, so you get every soundtrack, everything. I'm going to show you this current save game I've got. I played with various origins for my review, like the Northern Raiders and the Poachers, and with a standard start. So this are the Poachers, and I'm using the left analog stick to move around the mouse cursor, and I'm using the right analog stick to navigate on the map. With the left shoulder button I can zoom in, with the right shoulder button I can zoom out. Up here you can see all the different things I can do. I can go there and just press A, use it like a mouse, or I can use the keyboard shortcuts, like for example, I can click backwards to see all the deaths and stuff. If I click the left analog stick, these tips will appear and they show me the buttons I can press that don't have their own icon. And this also activates the tooltips. So if you want to see, how many tools you need, that's what you need to activate. If I deactivate that, it also deactivates the pop-ups, the tips. So let's press minus and take a look at our mercenaries. These are my mercenaries. Just came out of a battle. Again, lots of undead Wiedergängers. As you can see, everything is as normal. And you get the tooltips. I can also deactivate the tooltips. Minor issue, I had like 4 times or so after that the tooltips did not pop up immediately. It took like 20 seconds or so till it worked again. It's very easy to change the equipment. For example, I want to give this guy, Rabe, the military pick. I just go there and press the upper left trigger button. I don't know, I think it's L. And ZL, yeah, I have to press L, and then it swaps. I can do that again. And now let's say I want this guy to carry a net in his bag, I can just press R and it'll move it into his backpack. If it's in his backpack and I want him to hold it, I can just press L. I can swap it back and I can send it back to the stash with R. Very easy. Now, okay, he actually still has a perk I can give him. Perk should he get? He is more or less a melee guy without anything special. I'll give him Brawny. I just go here and go on Brawny. Would be good to show you a level up, so we will definitely do a fight and hopefully a level up. Okay, Brawny it is. And down here you can see all my brothers. I go back to the stash pressing ZL, as you can see up here. You might wonder, how do I repair stuff in my inventory? Let's say I want this spear repaired. Just go here and you can see X to set item to be repaired. I can repair it without it being equipped. If you equip items that are damaged, they get automatically repaired as usual, basically. Now then, let's say I want to see my other brothers. I can go down here and click them. You can notice like this black shadow or this black square around them, but I can also use the right analog stick to basically toggle through my brothers, and that's very convenient. Yeah, you can also toggle the mood if you want to see it or not. Maybe you want to shots without the mood or... Alright. And everything else here works. Some valuables here that we can sell. Now let's get back. Yes, audio recording, yes it is, good. Okay, let's enter Zagsdorf, but it's the middle of the night, so we need to wait. We have enough food. So see, I just press down and that allows me to pitch the tent. And if I press R, okay, we've actually fulfilled an ambition. And that was more than 20 enemies in one battle. Which means we can get a new one. I mean, the you've succeeded screen, that was... Okay, what we need to catch the eye of one of the noble houses. We fight well. We shall name a sergeant. Well, we don't have anyone with high resolve. Maybe a wizard tomb. Yeah, let's do the wizard tomb thing. Or anything like that. Now, if I press L, I can easily pause. R is, play. And now currently I can't go to normal speed because I'm encamped. Now it's the morning and you can see I can toggle through the settings very easily. Let's enter this. Place and go for the valuables. We'd sell them above price, so let's actually do it. I just press the L button to sell, and then you also press the L button to buy. Personally, I thought, well, maybe why not use the R button to sell, because you're sending stuff from right. But I guess they wanted to have the same button all the time for buying and selling. We definitely need tools. They are way too expensive, but we need tools, so we need to buy tools. And can we sell anything? Yeah, we could sell the short sword. We can sell one of the daggers. We won't need all the spears. We won't need the standard spear, the militia spear. We can sell the butcher's cleaver. We've still got some other weapons. Some of the shields. It works very nicely. Some stuff is a tiny little bit more time consuming with the mouse, obviously, like navigating around here is a little bit slower, or on the map, but other stuff is also faster, like ending a turn, for example. Everyone has a shield? No, he does not. So as you can see, I can also just go here and press A to select them. I don't need to use the right analog stick. So he needs a shield, he gets the shield, there we go. The helmets. So this helmet is like 105 and -5. This one is 110 but also -7 fatigue. This is also -5. Yeah, but the helmets are intact, so I won't swap right now. I think this shield is slightly better against ranged attacks. So let's actually give this guy this shield. And let's see if we can recruit someone. I'd like to have someone with high resolve. Now here you can see sometimes it's like a hybrid system. Sometimes you can use mouse or buttons, and here you can only use like there's no mouse here in this screen. So maybe we should go for the monk. He might have a high resolve. I don't know. I don't know the stats by heart. Let's take a look if he was any good. Need someone with resolve. He does have an okay-ish resolve, but the rest is pretty. Press fatigue is good. Make him the bannerman for now. Let's give him like some clothes, some decent clothing. Let's have them swap. And maybe let's recruit another monk. It would be really good to have someone with stars in resolve. This is not Iron Man, not fighting for Steam achievements. Okay, he doesn't have a great resolve either. But he can fight in a second row as well. At least it. Alright. Now there's a job we can take. It's a delivery job, let's take it. Let's haggle a little bit and accept that. And now there's a trick, you might not know this. You can just accept or decline, but what is this? I need some time to think about it. This, if you do that, contract remains available, at least for some time. And you could, for example, if there were several contracts, you could then take a look at the other contracts. For maybe the first one you look at is a caravan job, so you need to travel. You want to finish the other job or do another job in the region first, and you do this other job, and then you can still do the caravan. Maybe we should heal someone, simply because we might get attacked, and it's not too expensive, so we can just spend that money and get them battle ready. Also some medicine. Let's accept the contract. And as you can see here, the font size has been increased so that it's better to read, in particular in handheld mode. For example, these figures, I don't think they are really increased because there's not that much space, but this is definitely a bigger font size for readability. So we need to go there to the left. I wonder if we should stop by here because they have a copper vein. Let's activate the tooltips. Surface iron ore vein, well, that gives us weapons. What we need is tools. So let's just travel here. Let's center by pressing the right stick. Zoom out a bit, and here we go. So I didn't notice any like performance issues. Sometimes when you go like very fast, it's like slightly noticeable. It has like a slight micro stutter, but not really. And I had fights with more than 30 guys and no lag. And as you can see, I can very quickly swap or change the difficulty, the speed. So I would like to show you one battle. So hopefully we get attacked or find someone whom we can. As you can see, loading times are good. Okay, we can actually sell this and this. And the monk's clothing, well, we could keep that. Okay, the tools are quite a bit cheaper here. So let's buy some. And leave. And there are lots of contracts, so we can come back here, or at least I can come back here off camera if we get a fight now. By the way, the size of the footsteps indicates the size of the group that you're pursuing. Finally, you've made it. I won't read out all the flavor text. If you play alone, you should. Okay, this is good because he has ambush trade routes. So basically we need to hunt some bandits now. Oh no, say caravan duty. Okay, let's do it. And let's hope we get attacked. 2 days to the southeast. I accept. Another thing not many people know, or not everyone knows, is that actually while on caravan duty, they pay for your food. So you don't consume your own food, which is good. And it also tells you know how long it is, how far it is away. Okay, what is this? Colorful wagon trundles on a palm up with a sort of clanking. Painted face, musical instruments, juggling balls. A white-faced meme ironically speaks. Shall we pay for a show? We are good, thanks. Oh no, let's pay for a show. We've got some coins, so let's... We spent 480 coins for just some good spirit. That's a bit expensive. Maybe it'll help us in the next battle. Did you notice the slight stutter here? So sometimes there are like these slight stutters. Very rarely. And I think noticeable. There are some goblin raiders, that would be tough. Oh, I wanted to show you how to stop in a city. If we get through a city, that's another clue. And you know, go right through the city with a caravan. You can enter the city. It would be best to pause and then enter the city. They will be scared to attack us, even though goblin raiders are pretty tough. Because they use poison. Very hard to hit. So if you fight against goblins, it's very good to have this perk that increases your chance to hit with every miss. So eventually you will hit them. We could maybe just go hunting some bandits in the vicinity. I definitely want to show you a fight. But as you can see, like the speed I'm handling everything is like on the PC. We could go to the arena, but I don't think the men are good enough yet. It's a 2-skull contract. Let's take a look. Oh no, it's another delivery. 810 crowns, that sounds like we'll get attacked. Let's travel north and maybe on the way there will be a battle because there were some nomads. We still have enough food. There are lots of footsteps actually. Let's take a look here because they went into this direction initially. If we can find anything here like a hideout or something. There was a battle. But it seems that's about it. So let's continue. In general, I think that the port is very good, technically, and also from the point of view, you know, like the controls. Okay, look at this. A caravan is being attacked. We are going to help them and attack the goblin wolf riders. Let's do it. You need to see a fight. Okay, so everything like usual. We will need to move in because they are like in the middle of a fight. Okay, there they are already. And now, for example, if I press down on the digipad, I can open the lock. So if I want to see who died or what I rolled or something, I just very easily open the combat lock. If I press up, I can very easily toggle to see the health and armor bars. I can also always focus with clicking the right stick. Ending the turn would be R, and I can show the blocked tiles, but I can't display all the tiles, you know, like a grid, like a hex grid. There's also no shortcut for the inventory. I think that might be cool, you know. Maybe have a shortcut on X for the inventory instead of end round for everyone, which you don't do that often. You do often wait, or you do often end the turn, but end the round for everyone, not necessarily. Maybe move to X, move that to the inventory, which you might need more often, in particular as the game progresses and you start using more and more items. So now I press L, not L, but left on the Digi pad, and I can go through my perks. Let's see what my chance to hit is with a... Okay, it's not existent. It's not far enough. As you can see, it jumps down, but it doesn't jump up. I think it would be cool if you selected an attack perk, an attack skill, that it should, you know, jump up to where your brother stands, for example. That could be optional, maybe. Let's give it a shot. Didn't really help. Okay. Let's try it with him. These three might, you know, just storm against my line. Well, the line I don't have yet. I can deactivate these tooltips at the right side, but it also means I won't see the tooltips on the guys. I think it would be cool to be able to, you know, deactivate this, but keep the pop-ups. I've suggested that already, and it's taken under advisement or under consideration. It's been taken. Okay, here we go. Let's move as far as we can. I have activated the auto end turn automatically, so that's why I don't need to click anything after moving and using up their action points. Okay, here they come. We're going to attack him for sure. He will be in trouble. He might even die, but this monk is not good anyway. But here you can see how smart they are. They try to surround me, and they go to where I've got the weak units. Now, with a normal shot, we have a hit chance of... I need to activate that. 34%, good enough for me. And if I don't hit, I have an additional 10% chance to hit next time. Now then, here you can see 29% chance to hit because it's too close, 44% chance, that's better. We could potentially even wait with him and have these other guys move in, because for every brother surrounding them, or for the second and the third and so on, you get a 5%, I think 5% increased chance to hit. So he might be able to shoot at him. Aimed shot, 50%, here we go. Not too shabby. He will need to get ready to fight. And no one is in the way? No. Okay, we can shoot at him. Fast adaptation is the name of the perk, as you could see there. Okay, I could move in, and I should, but I won't go here because these guys are closer, so I'll move him here. I'll move him here because this guy can move 2 tiles and still attack. But he will go here for the surroundment. He will just move downwards. If you have any questions about the game in general or the Switch version, please feel free to hit me in the comments. I will also be interviewing Jan Tags of Overhype Studios end of March. So if you have any questions that relating the Switch version, basically, because it'll be mainly about the Switch version, then feel free, you know, to post them as well. Okay, now we can sometimes, well, on the handheld mode, at least when they stand very closely together, it can be a bit tricky to attack. And I've misclicked like 2 or 3 times in total so far. So not that often, but it happened. So now instead of going down to select my axe, I just press to the left on the digipad and can select my attack. 61% chance, and you can see why. This guy is surrounded by 1, 2, 3 guys, so I get a +10, and he is surrounded by only 2, so he only gets a +5. They are both a bit wounded. Let's go for him. Even though he's a greater threat, but now he can attack him. 45%, 56%. Here we go. Good, we killed his wolf. Now we need to end his turn very easy by pressing R. Okay, he used footwork to move without, and that because he has footwork I didn't get an attack of opportunity. Okay, he will most likely die. Okay, he's changing his target. They're coming for me, they think I'm weaker maybe. Probably they are right. Look at these tough guys. Now he's been... That's a good way to battles as well. If they get surrounded, it can trigger morale checks or resolve checks, and they can get discouraged. And he's now fleeing simply because this guy moved in. Was too much for him. Let's do an aimed shot at him. Not so. And with him I'm going to do presumably 2 single shots, 39%. Not so good. And now it's going to be 49. No. With him, let's do an aim shot at him. Okay, not so good. And the monk, can try to help out the other monk. But apparently they don't like each other, but at least he doesn't hit. Maybe they like each other too much, so he's too scared to properly wield the banner. Okay, we need to move in. Not very good. Okay, let's try. Shall I try to knock this one out? I think I should, because I want to get the experience points. There we go, and also it discourages him. Can end his turn. He can walk around, and he's now fleeing. Very good. This move saved this guy. Without him moving there, there would not have been a resolved check, and he would not be fleeing and could potentially attack him next turn. He can help out up here. Best chance to get another kill. No. Now with the axe we're going to try to kill him, because he's still fighting. Okay, that was a misclick. Did you see I attempted accidentally? Okay, they are now fleeing. Also, if you know, the worse your morale, the worse your stats. So it'll be harder to hit someone, I think, or at least you get hit more easily. Come on. Nice. The wolf is still there. I don't have any dogs, so at the moment, so can't use my dogs against the wolves. See, it was 62, it's back to 42 because of fast adaptation. Let's attack him. Okay, yet again we didn't hit. This guy is a bit better, and he hits. Okay, now he's not fleeing again. Okay, now he's fleeing again. And he's dead. I will also be starting like a tutorial let's play with a Switch version with only like maybe 2 episodes per week, so that I have the chance to you know, utilize your feedback, answer your questions, and use the clues you give me. Concerning the difficulty setting, this is now only veteran, simply because I wanted to progress in the game for the review and see, you know, larger battles like this one, for example, or the other with more than 30 people, to, you know, get an idea about the performance. Okay, he can't do anything, so he could walk down here. No, he couldn't. Okay. Let's hunt them. We don't have any poison guys or bleeding guys. If you have bleeding guys and hunt them down, and then it prolongs the combat, and then you might die, and that's a horrible death because it's completely unnecessary. Rather save your brother and don't pursue them. As you can see, we did get several level ups, really cool, because I can show you that now as well. And here you can see again, everything is nicely explained. You know, use R to scroll, use Y to loot all items, but I can also drag and drop. But I'm going to use Y now. And we can leave. As you can see, very fast loading times. Thank you, traveler, thank you. Oh, that's pretty cool. The Caravan's merchant master clasps his hands and shakes them up and down as though to thank you and the old gods alike. He also says thanks with material goods, providing the hooded man, that's the name of my company, with an assortment of rewards straight off the wagons. You gain silk, that's pretty cool. You know, help others helped. Look at this, it's worth 460, so we can presumably more than 500. Now let's do the level. I'll just easily through. There's one guy with a level up. We got really lucky. I go here to press and press A to level him up. As you can see, no mouse. And I need to go through with the stick. I can deactivate, for better readability, deactivate the tooltips. So this guy is called Harun the Sickly. You know, that's his name and title. I tend to give them titles. For example, if I want to use someone as a tank, I give him the title Tank or Tank Plus for a very good tank, so I can manage my as a bit better. So he gets a melee attack, and then he rolled a +3 for fatigue. He gets +3. Then his health is really shite, but there's a chance to give him +3 defense, so he won't get hit as likely when attacked. So let's do that. And then let's say OK. The cool thing is now I did all that with A. If I press A again, nothing happens. I can press B to cancel, and I need to press plus for OK. So it won't happen that you press like A, and then you know, you've distributed the points. You need to press plus. That's pretty cool. One of the cool, very cool things. I like that decision a lot. Now we can easily press ZR to get to the perk. He's already got the learning skill, or student I think it's called. Let's see. Yeah, student. What shall we give him next? Should I give him Colossus? And 25% ain't much, right? Yeah, he will only be fighting, and give him, because he's in 9 and he will presumably stay in the second line. It's only a slave, he won't get a very high level. And he has shitty health. It's not really a frontline guy, but with that melee skill from the second line, I'll give him crippling strikes. You know, I'm not min-maxing with builds at the moment. You can do that, you can do Excel spreadsheets, you can find Excel spreadsheets online as well by very experienced guys. But this is just, you know, for having fun and getting to know the Switch version. Yeah, so basically this is it. I think I've shown you everything important that you need to know with regards to the controls. We've done some trading, contracts, fighting, level ups. I hope that helps you. The game is available as of today, 11th March. So I can highly recommend the game on Switch as well, if you don't have it yet, or if you have the PC version and want to play mobile on the couch or wherever, you can go for it as well. I didn't encounter any issues that would hinder the fun, and in particular with the controls, it doesn't delay like my progress because it's cumbersome to maneuver or something. It's very easy and good, and it took me only very little time to get accustomed to the controls, mainly like the zooming thing. I always wanted to zoom with RT, with ZR. But it's a fantastic game anyway. It's a fantastic port. I highly recommend it. You can also check out my review on Gamers Global if you haven't done so already. So thanks a lot for watching. Hit me with your questions. Until then, bye for now.